Dear students, welcome to this next session on handling primitive data types in files. In this session, I am going to explain how to handle primitive data types like int, char, double, float, etc. in files. At the end of this session, you will able to handle the primitive data types in files. The basic input and output streams provides read and write methods that can only be used for reading and writing information in files at the byte level or at the character level. If we want to read or write the primitive data types such as integers, float, doubles, we can use filter classes as wrappers on existing input and output streams to filter the data in the original stream. The two filter classes used for creating data streams for handling the primitive data types are data input streams and data output streams. These classes use the concept of multiple inheritance and therefore implements all the methods contained in both the parent class and the interface. And this is graphically illustrated in this slide. Both the file input stream and file output stream implements data output stream and data input stream, and an interface data input and data output. Here is a program to illustrate how to handle primitive data types, that is how to carry out reading and writing of primitive data types in file. Basically, have created a class called primitive, and within the class have declared a main section and then have created a file object that is primit, and I have linked a file data file to this file object, and in the next line have created an object of file output stream class that is FOS, and I have linked that file object to the input file. Okay, and in the next line have created an object of data output stream that is DOS, and then I'm linking the data output stream object to the class file that is the data file that is prim.dat. Later we are going to write the primitive data type elements into this file that is prim.data. Let us see how to write it. So it is very simple. We have a set of methods supported by data output stream class. We will use that methods to write the primitive data elements into this file. So to write an integer, we have write int, where I is capital letter. So we use this method to write an integer element into the file. So you have to use an object of data output stream, so that is DOS, associated with this write int method. And later to write a double value, you call upon write double method. Similarly, to write a boolean value that is true or false, you call write boolean method. And to write a single character into the file, we use write char method. So this illustrates how to write a primitive data elements into the file. After carrying out the write operation, you can close the stream, that is data output stream, by calling dos.close method. And finally, you can close the file output stream by calling fos.close. Let us now see how to read data from the file, input file. Okay, so to read the data from the file, have to create an object of file input stream class. So I'm creating an object FIS, and I'm linking that object to the file actual file, that is the file object PRIMIT. Primit is the name of the file object which is connected to the actual file. Next, later have to create an object of data input stream because I am reading a primitive data. Since I am reading a primitive data, I have to create an object of data input stream class. and then this object is indirectly linked to the file, actual file. And now I'm reading the data from the file, and then I'm going to print the data using the println method, print line method. So first, in the previous slide we have seen the first data that is written into that file is integer data. So we have to call first read int method to read the first integer number, and the next data that was written into the file was a double, hence I am calling read double next time. And the next data that was written into the file was a boolean type, and here to read that boolean data from the file we have to call read boolean method. Here you need not specify any address because these methods are automatically called one after the other, and the file pointer is incremented appropriately. Okay, and at last we are going to read the last character that was present in that primit file. And after performing reading operation on the file, we are going to close the data input stream by calling dis dot close, and the file stream by calling fis dot close. And this completes the session on handling the primitive data types. So at the end I can conclude, to handle primitive data types we are making use of data input stream class and data output stream class. Thank you.